What up? New drawing video. We're starting the page horizontally today. I actually tried to draw this same pose on Autodesk Sketchbook, digital drawing software on the computer. I've been trying to get more comfortable with digital art that's not pixel art. Speaking of digital art, I've been still working on the comic, the space one. I'll tell you about that in a little bit. Right now I just ate these noodles that I haven't eaten in a while. I used to eat them a lot. Usually when I find a food that I like, I just eat it a lot because it's I'm pretty picky. So if I like something, oh, we have this, oh, let me eat it, you know. But yeah, it's dude, to be honest, I ate them so much that the taste was unbearable for me. It was disgusting. But there's really nothing to eat. I mean, I could have cooked eggs or something like that, but I really didn't want to. So I made that, and I don't think I'm gonna eat it again. I mean, it was fine. It filled me up for now, so that was good. But while I was eating that, I thought of a new comic idea. This is gonna be a one-shot comic, really small. It's called Love Love Artillery Strike. It's an adult comic. Yeah, it's pretty much all I'm gonna say for right now. It's a World War II comic, but it only has 3 characters in it. So yeah, there isn't really any killing. There isn't really any fighting. And yeah, so that's it. In the next video, I'll probably give you an update if I worked on it or not. Right now, I'm really trying to finish a space comic. The space comic, not sure what the last thing I said about it on here was, but it's been a wee bit since I've posted a video, so I probably have thought of some stuff, or added some stuff that I haven't told you about. Well, we're still at the point where we're introducing the characters. So far we have 4, not including Lotus, or the leader of the group, which I don't really know her character yet. I don't know what she is, who she's gonna be. Just probably have to get to the part where she shows up, and then my brain will probably force itself to come up with something. It's usually how it works. But yeah, right now we have the red-haired girl with the arrow on her head. She's probably the person that has the most content right now. Then we have the cat girl. She doesn't really have that much content, but that's okay because later on we can kind of make up a story for her. Then we have these 2 other characters. One of them is this girl. She's really serious, and she has this sword that can cut through any material. This is what we know in the comic, right? Basically, she shows up. This huge centipede comes out of the ground, and she jumps up and slices it in half, and then another girl takes a grenade launcher and just blows it up, right? Which is pretty cool. And that girl, she kind of has a crush on the girl with the sword that can slice through anything, the serious girl. And yeah, she tries to make a little oh hey, make a pretty good team, and then she kind of just walks by her, doesn't even notice her. And then the other grunts, or the foot soldiers, oh my god, it's this person. Oh yeah, her name's Monday, Miss Monday they call her, which is from One Piece, but I didn't really, yeah, Miss Monday. But the grunts kind of call those soldiers Miss whatever their name is, So yeah, and then we're up to this scene. After that, we go back to the girl with the arrow on her head and the cat girl. They did this plan where the cat girl, she has like these big Hulkbuster fists, except they're cat fists, and she basically, you can like fire it and a little chain will be connected to it. So she grabbed one of the monster's heads and pulled it, right? And the girl with the arrow on her head was like on top of it, and he's like, oh, just kill it already or whatever. And her fingers got crushed. So yeah, now she's like not crying. She's not crying, but she's like there making a weird face, and it's like all ugly, like full of fucking boogers and shit. Full of boogers and shit. And Miss Monday is like going to meet up with them because they're all like meeting together for whatever reason. And her face is like all like, yeah, full of boogers and shit. And then apparently Miss Monday thinks like she's beautiful or like she's like perfect or whatever. It's just a panel of her like all slobbery and stuff. Then it's Miss Monday like kind of surprised, and then it's Miss Monday here, the cat girl back here, and then like the center of the thing is the red-haired arrow girl with like a really pretty face. Like her eye has like a bunch of little like glycerin in it and stuff like that. And so I'm having a harder time drawing like that, her face in that panel specifically, but I'll get to it. I mean, it's digital, dude. It's like literally infinite tries. So yeah, that's what's going on. So I don't really know what's gonna happen after that. Maybe you know, that's when we see Lotus come in. She's like, oh, team meeting, everyone, blah blah. I don't really know her character, as I said before, so because I kind of want this to be like a lighthearted little comic, you know. I always have a problem where I go into like a bunch of lore and stuff. And then I came up with two other divisions. This one's called Lotus Division. The story is called Lotus Division, but their division, that's the name of it, Lotus Division. And there's other divisions, one called Eagle Division, like the bird, and one called Stardust Division. So the problem is, oh, now we gotta come up with a million different characters for them, which is fine because this is a very easy character design formula that I've made up, right? I've basically, all you gotta do, they have uniforms. Whenever there's uniforms, like, it's kind of easy because, yeah, they can personalize your uniforms maybe if they'd like to. This is not what I came up with. It's just like, let's say it's a school slice of life anime. Usually, like, they either have, their faces are kind of, well, yeah, their faces and, you know, whatever little things they may wear on top of the uniform, that gives them like the personality, right? Without any dialogue, just gives like the design, the personality, which is like reinforced by like the dialogue and like what the character's like. You know, she has like, or if the guy has like, you know, I don't know, I don't know, man. I don't know, but yeah, we're at 8 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm playing Destiny 2, which, to be honest, I think it's hurt me more than helped me, but in a way, dude, I don't really think it's made much of a difference because, to be honest, I don't know, because not to be trying to comment like, oh no, Destiny 2 is good, Destiny 2 is good, but there's times where I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to play anymore, you know, and that makes me like want to draw, because I just need to slowly work up my, you know, stamina for drawing. Not really drawing, but more like working constantly, non-stop, you know, like I've been drawing sketches on Sprite, like sketch pages, different characters. I've been trying to change up my art style a little bit, something more realistic. My friend was telling me how, oh yeah, like maybe you can do some comics in the future too with like your more realistic style. I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. But then again, you draw like not as good when you make stuff out of your head, right? Because I'm copying something, I see all the details in front of me. All I have to do is, I don't have to copy it, but I see what's there. You get me? So, my ability to replicate what I see or take inspiration from it, like, draw it how I want. Like, oh, there's a shadow. I don't have to, do the exact shadow. It's like suggesting, like in painting, right? So, yeah, when I'm drawing it out of my head, it's basically all of my mental references. That came out kind of weird. All of my mental references that I've drawn in the past, right? Of whatever I'm drawing, figures, tanks, faces, right? Okay, I think I'm actually done with this figure. I'm actually gonna go back and color her up with this. Alright, so you made it past the 10-minute mark. We're at the 11-minute mark. Alright, never mind. I was actually about to tell you about the adult comic, but I don't really want to. I just literally thought of it less than 30 minutes ago. So I think I need some more fleshing out to do. But basically, it's an adult comic. Basically, there's only 3 characters, right? Our main character, I don't know what her name is yet, but she's part of like America, like the United States allied powers, and she's like chilling on like some hill, and these 2 other soldiers, which one's a cat and one's a dog, are like, oh, like there's a bunch of Nazis heading for whatever, where their troops are. So basically, she goes to this tank, like this M16 Sherman, which I think is my favorite tank to draw, or the one I've drawn the most, but it's from that era anyway. And yeah, it's an adult comic, so yeah, she just goes in there and then she just fires the tank and does like some huge like artillery attack on like all like the Zeppelins and like all the whatever the fuck coming towards the United States, like all the Nazi Zeppelins and shit. Yeah, that's it. One shot. It's like pretty easy. Like, yeah, no lore, no fucking character thing. It's just, yeah. So that's it. Even though I just said, I don't know, I'm not gonna say anything. Well, I just said it, I guess. And I left out the details, but whatever. It's like for the drawing, I think it's kind of cringe explaining stuff because unless you're a really good explainer, but you don't really know, like the other person doesn't know what the pictures are, right? Like if I explain this pose out of looking at it through words, like everyone would think of something different because they've seen like different poses, or maybe haven't seen that many poses, or they think of this or that, like what am I gonna do? Oh, she's kind of bending her back, her arm is kind of like, I can't even, how do you even describe this? Her arm is bent, her fingers are there, like her feet are on top of each other. Everyone, we see it like this, but maybe some people imagine her like standing up or something, like, yeah. That wasn't a very good explanation anyway about her pose, but yeah. So, what am I going to do after I finish drawing? Well, I kind of want to play some Destiny 2, to be honest, but I like to maybe work on the comic. My friend was really telling me, dude, should finish your stuff. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's true, I should finish. So maybe I will do the comic. It's just like such a long thing, dude. I'm only on page 12 right now. But I kind of want to leave it to a big cliffhanger on page, I don't know, to be honest. Anyways, next pose. We're actually going to do a quick sketch with this. We're going to do a quick sketch. Actually, let me see what other poses I have queued up here. Alright. We're going to do a quick, I don't want to do that one. We're going to do a quick sketch with this. Yeah, no, this is a shit show, but it's so light that it's just gonna be like interesting little marks at the end of the sketch anyway, so it's more like for the gesture and stuff. Yeah, I'm taking figure drawing, or classical drawing and figure painting. So, yeah, and I'm also taking like some modern art class, which I picked a professor that was recommended to me by my friend. Yeah, that's a big thing. College is like very, even if it takes like 3 days to pick your classes, and even if you have to sacrifice a schedule, like, oh, I wanna, go to class on these days to have these days off, like, dude, no. Like, pick the good professors at all costs, because it's literally 16 weeks of your life, or if you're doing a summer course, 8 weeks or 6 weeks, but summer course is like way more intense in terms of workload, which I think for art classes are kind of not, it doesn't really apply to art classes because, oh, everyone works at their own pace, so for example, my painting class, like, yeah, everyone did the required amount of paintings to pass the class, right? But some paintings were way more rendered than others. For example, like, yeah, way more rendered. I like painting like loose though, which maybe it's just me being lazy that I don't want to like, render stuff and spend so much time on a painting. But at the same time, like, if I wanted to like look at something that was like the same as the picture, I'd look at the picture, Like, oh, it's so impressive, it's a painting. Alright, well, it's impressive, like, that's it, dude? Like, how are you, like, making it? I don't know. I'm stepping out of line there. I don't really know that much about that topic. Stepping out of line a little bit. But yeah, we're pretty chilling. I mean, dude, yeah, there's some days where I'm just like, dude, this comic sucks. Like, what the fuck? This comic's horrible. Like, I have to come up with something new. What am I doing? My art style is wacky. I should be way better. Yeah. But then the next thing I'm like, oh, it's not bad. Like, let me keep going. So yeah, I kind of want to end Lotus Division where we meet the captain or the commander, whoever is in charge. But there's gonna be a point where their nemesis, like the army that they work for, the nemesis of that army, they're called the Crucifites. Like, they have like, their starships are really cool. They're like huge crosses. Basically, there's like a supply ship that's there. Their mission is like they want to clear out some land that's like on a planet, some sector that's like infested with monsters, like some scientists or whatever. And yeah, the Crucifites come, like, fucking shove right on top of their ship and like blow it up. So now they kind of have to like fight the Crucifites. But I would like them to kind of develop a little more as like a crew first. Because when the captain comes in, she's gonna be like, oh, well, some of you know each other, some of you, this is the first time that you guys meet. So I don't really know, man. Because it would be kind of like lame if, the action starts and, oh, next chapter. Am I even gonna want to draw the next chapter? Like, dude, I'm kind of tired of drawing, dude. This comic, like, but I've spent so much time on it, and I learned so much, dude. I kind of want to just finish something. I was thinking, like, I could I could, do the sketches for artillery, level of artillery strike today, and plan out every page. You know, because it's so short, you don't even need to have ideas like that. You even need to for like the other comic, right? So yeah. Anyways, yeah, I should really just like focus on something and do it, you know? School's starting next Monday. Today's Wednesday. I was gonna do like a sketch of this page, like there's gonna be like quick sketch proportions and go to ballpoint, but I ended up just doing the whole sketch. That always happens when I just get like carried away, or maybe I'm like, oh, it looks good, or I'm putting detail in. I'm like, oh, the detail looks good. Let me keep going. Not detail, but I make suggestions, right? Like this, and like, oh, it looks cool. Let me go over it, or this or that, you know. So yeah. One thing I don't really understand is people are like, oh, apologize to me, you know? Like, what the fuck? What is that? You know, it's like so weird. Like, why do you need them to apologize to you? That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, I don't know why I thought of this now, but well, I know why I thought of it. I just came up with a scenario of like, whatever, right? But I don't really understand, like, dude, oh, like, I forgive you. Like, who the fuck cares if you forgive them or not, you know? Like, whether you forgive them or not, like, that's only internal for you. Like, that only affects you, right? Like, yeah, I guess it could affect how you treat them or whatever. Oh, but I you know, we're fine, but I don't forgive you. Like, okay, like, what the fuck? I don't know. It's like a little weird how, oh, you owe me an apology. Like, what the fuck are you saying, bro? Maybe I'm saying this and people are like, what the hell? Is this guy retarded? Yeah. What the hell, dude? why do I think like this weird shit? Like, it's not weird, it's like real, it's like true, I think, you know? People are so like, I don't know, man. Or, like, my friend was saying a lot of stuff about like, oh, you know, standing up for yourself, like you always stand up for yourself, and if you don't think this or this, then you should say it, or like, I don't know, I just think that's kind of like, who cares, man? Like, if someone says some stupid shit, like, okay, just like don't talk to them anymore. Like, I don't know, I just think it's kind of like why would you want to waste my time like with that stuff, you know? Like, that's their problem, dude, not mine. Like, if they're, you know, saying weird shit, like, it's so cringe, dude. Like, literally mind your own business, dude. What the fuck? Wait, why the fuck am I saying this shit? Where did this come from? I think it's because I haven't made a video in so long, so the outpourage has not been released yet. Yeah. The outpourage. And like, I don't know, I just feel like people care so much, like what people think of them, or what this or what that, you know, like it doesn't really matter, you know. Like, oh, what do you dress like? What, like the people that actually like you, like won't even care, you know. So I don't really know. It's like really weird how people like, oh, they see this, oh, you're this, yeah. But I think it's kind of a good thing in a way, because it kind of saves you like the time, like you kind of dodge a bullet in a way. So I've been getting into like this soft shading. Like, you know, it's like, oh, black and white contrast. Well, that isn't how it is in fucking real life, dude. Right? Okay, here we have some heavy lighting, so I guess you can see, like, right here, you know? I guess you can still see the shadows, light and dark. But anyways, like, if we're outside in the sun, right, you'll see this kind of lighting. You know? Which is like shading. Which I guess you have to know the black and white stuff first. But you kind of miss out on all the muscles and little crevices, you know, like bent skin or whatever. So, I think we're done with this, girl. One thing I really don't like in drawing, I mean, at least for me, like, I would never want to do this, like, the, like, weighted lines with brushwork, right? It's, like, really cartoony and stuff. I try, like, never to do that. So I don't really like doing brush stuff, because that's, like, really slow and stuff, and doesn't really look that good. Okay, I think we're done with this pose at least. So we're gonna try to squeeze in a face in here. Funny, I drew with this same pen yesterday. I was like, okay, this is the last time I use this pen because it's pretty much out of juice. Yeah, I drew this one. I drew the pink one yesterday, 2 days before. That one came out cool. This one came out cool too. This came out a wee bit weird, but we can kind of save it with making the stuff around it kind of dark too. You know, like sometimes people are like, oh, if you're this, it's a deal breaker. Like I can't date anyone that does this. Like for me, like I kind of feel like having weird hands, not weird hands, like yeah, ugly hands, like ugly fingers, like that's kind of a deal breaker for me. Which I don't know. I've been very like I don't really care that much about like looks. I guess you know. That's like one thing that's kind of like a no, yeah, no, a no substituter. Like, yeah, exactly what I just said, a no substituter, right? Let me give you an example. You're at Outback Steakhouse and you order, I don't know, salmon, right? Oh, can I get something else instead of mashed potatoes? And like, oh no, that's like, you can't substitute that, right? A no substituter. So that's what hands would be for me. If you have ugly hands, like I don't know, man, that's rough. Now, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. But again, like I also don't really care about a lot of other stuff. Like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Kind of the only thing I care about for some reason. It's not weird. But yeah, no substituter for the hands. Her eyes like way lower, but we kind of just went with it. And here's kind of like a lot of hair, which you can kind of fade the hair into texture right here. I like that. Boom, right here. Easy texture. Easy texture. It didn't really come out that bad because the pages kind of already are uneven, but they're one's higher than the other. Kind of do a suggested lip thing there. There we go. And maybe something like that. Came out a little weird, but it's it's alright. Continue with this texture here. Like when people are like, oh, I need you to apologize. Like, why do you need them to apologize? What the hell? I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, are you that important that you need someone to like apologize to you? Like, damn, man. Like, why do you care if they apologize or not, you know? So I kind of want to do something here, which we could take advantage of this guy. So here we're winding down to the end of the video. Chill time, we're just drawing stars. Song of the video is, I think it's called Insomniac by some, I don't know the artist, I just found out about him. Yeah, that is the song of the week. Insomniac or something like that. It's in the video description. There we go. There we go. That was kind of a weird star, but it's alright. He still has 5 points. So maybe like that, he's a star. It's alright. So we're going like this. It's another weird star. And that seems to be good. Maybe we can have some of this. It's not as much. 3, 2, then we can go 1. And then 2 again. And then 1. And then 2. And then 1 again, but we have extra space here and not enough extra space. And then 2. And then 1 again. And then 1, but there should be another one up here. Because you can kind of see like it's diagonal, you know? That's so funny, like these are in the same exact line. So we can, I think we're gonna go all the way here. We're gonna go all the way. And here. here, a little close to that little hair strand, but it's okay. Here, and then one right here. Even though it's kind of in her hair from this drawing. I think we're done. This is the end of the video. Wait, should we color the stars in? Wait, what if we put a different color? You think green would look better? Or purple? This is more like gray. Nice. So yeah, basically this is the end of the video. Next video, not sure when it'll be filmed. I would like to film another one before school starts. I would like to wake up earlier. Yeah. I think there was such a big thing of silence that I could have talked about more, but we'll save it for the next video. Yeah, this is the Sketchbook page. I thought this was cool. Yeah, song of the week in the description, Instagram and stuff like that. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.